Hey everyone, to start off a fresh week here, let's look at some of the levels where the major indices are at here. It's a major point of contention, not only from a technical perspective, but also from a sentiment perspective. Before we look at that though, let me just quickly say this. We tend to see some of the biggest rallies in markets after some of the biggest down moves. So as far as last week is concerned, we came in on Monday, we had a big down move. Overnight from Asia, translated over into Europe, and then, of course, the United States. And typically when that happens, we do tend to see some of these really big counter trend moves, and then I think we'll see another leg lower here. So let's have a look at this real quick. And what you're seeing here is the S&P 500. We'll look at the SPY ETF here first. I think before we look at the technicals, let me say a word on sentiment. I think what's been happening here over the past, let's call it few weeks, is that a lot of people have gotten caught flat-footed. I don't think so. I actually know so for a fact. Big funds I talk to every week. And so what this now leaves them in is a situation where the month of August, they were going to take it off. Everything could be awesome. But now they have to kind of rearrange some things. And so on one hand, they're debating whether they should clip their portfolios a bit more, or should they just ride out the potential volatility that may remain for another couple of months or so? We will see. They're kind of making up their main mind right now. What I can tell you is that another move lower here would probably scare them. So where we are from a technical perspective is quite simple. You can see we've got some simple overhead resistance that in the past acted as resistance. It's now below resistance. There are some gaps that could still be filled up there, but right now this is a pretty important point of resistance. Same thing in the NASDAQ 100. Same exact idea here. I could draw this line here. Same thing. And then, of course, we look at individual stocks where that would be similar as well. So major point of contention here. Yes, there's a bit of potential more upside, some couple of more gaps that could fill up there. But we're talking about levels here this week. This is a week when we start taking out our AI tool and we want to look at the markets through the lens of important support and resistance, where we use essentially what modern technology, modern trading requires us to use essentially multiple levels, multiple targets, multiple time frames to get us much better support and resistance zones. Make sure you tune in for this week's research call, and we'll see you there.